In this video, I'll introduce you to xamTilesControl, one of the layout controls in NetAdvantage for WPF line of business. Traditionally, users are accustomed to seeing layout in line of business applications organized using docking windows. However, the advanced capabilities that WPF delivers in terms of interactivity and graphics control allowed us to add a tiles control to the WPF product. Structuring layout in terms of different tiles who have three different states, minimized, maximized, and normal, allows you much greater flexibility in recognizing the limitations of the size a tile has been allotted in specifying the template that it uses to render its contents. So this allows you to present an extended view of a certain control when the tile is maximized, and when a tile is minimized, to be able to use a different template which only shows the information that your users are most interested in the limited amount of space that's now available for this tile. In addition, the xamTilesControl allows your users to easily resize and reorder the tiles in the visible area, giving them a much greater level of interactivity compared to the standard docking interaction. So let's start by placing a xamTilesControl in the visible area of our screen here. I'll just drag a xamTilesControl from the toolbox and I'll reset its layout to make sure that it fits the full visible area of the window. So what I'll do here is I'll add 5 tiles and I'll also set the theme to Office 2010 Blue. As you can see, we support a variety of different themes and these are included in the product, so this makes it easy for you to ensure that all the infragistics controls have been styled consistently in your application. So let's choose Office 2010 Blue for the time being. Let's explore some of the options we have available for layout of the different tiles inside the tiles control. So let's go into normal mode settings. We can control the different ways a tile is dragged, and once a tile is released over another, they can either be swapped directly or slided. So this is controlled using this property here. Also, we have control using the tile sizing mechanisms, and by synchronize, which is the default, once the tile is resized, all the other tiles are resized together with it. So all tiles maintain equal size. However, if you choose individual, each and every tile can have a different size, giving your users a much greater degree of flexibility in customizing the layout. So let's choose individual for now, and let me add some minimum size to these tiles, after which we'll see how the different layout modes impact the behavior of tiles at runtime. So now that we have these different tile windows added, let's see how the different layout modes affect the way these tiles are laid out on screen. So we go into normal mode settings, arrangement, and from here we can control how these tiles are placed on screen. You can see center, right. I can also stretch them out. I can also control the order in which they are ordered, horizontally, vertically, and also using explicit row and column orderings. So if you use explicit row and column ordering, you need to specify the maximum number of rows and columns in the tile control, and you need to set the column and row each tile belongs to. This allows you to create much more flexible layouts and allows you to use the tiles control to enable your users to much more flexibly restructure layout in their application. So let me set these properties now, and we're going to take a look at a much more flexible way these tiles can be laid out on screen. I've now set explicit row and column settings on each tile as follows. I've set a maximum of 2 rows and 3 columns and a minimum of 1 column in the tile control. And for each of these tiles, I've set row and column settings specifying which cell they would be laid out in. You can notice that the last tile here has row 0, column 2, row span 2. This says it'll be laid out spanning multiple rows in the rightmost column here. So this allows me to enable the user to much more flexibly decide which one is the bigger column on the right, to also resize each of these, to be able to maximize one of these tiles at the expense of all the others, and at the same time provide different templates for the maximized tile and for each and every tile in each of the 3 different states: normal, maximized, and minimized. So this is just an example of the type of flexibility in layout you can achieve using the ZamTiles control, and of the advanced interaction capabilities that this would add to your application.
Infragistics. On the web at infragistics.com.